Bowling heads to East Lansing, Michigan.
And softball stays undefeated in conference play.
All this and more coming up right here on the Penguin Rundown. Hello everyone, I hope you guys had a beautiful Easter weekend and welcome into another edition of the Penguin Rundown. I am your host, Bryce Noel, alongside my partner in crime for this week, John Ostapowicz. And John, a lot of events have been happening and some been postponed around YSU.
Yeah, Bryce, you're absolutely right. And for the softball team, they just had their doubleheader against Niagara pushed back. And as well as the softball team, they just had their game pushed back to next month because of the inclement weather.
Yeah, but one sport that did not get rescheduled is track and field, as the Youngstown State University track and field team continued its outdoor season at the Raleigh Relays, in which YSU sent nearly 50 Penguin racers to compete. 2 school records were set during the meet, with senior Esther Solarin set the record for women's triple jump at 12.97 meters, also winning the event. And on the men's side, Hunter Christopher sent the school record in the 5,000 meter race with a time of 13 minutes and 53.13 seconds. Other Penguins that reached the podium during the meet, junior Luke Laubacher finished second place in the men's 110 meter hurdles with a time of 13.69 seconds, setting a personal best. Sophomore Harry Barton placed third in the men's 400 meter, and in the men's pole vault invitational, Dorian Chagnon finished in second place. Up next, YSU was split across 4 meets over the weekend. For all the results, visit YSUsports.com.
The YSU baseball team was back in action this past Thursday and Friday as they took on Horizon League rival Northern Kentucky University. In Game 1 on Thursday, freshman Matt Thompson went 2 for 3 with an RBI single, while redshirt junior Trey Law went 2 for 4 to go along with the stolen base. Sophomore starting pitcher Brandon Mikos pitched 1 2/3 innings, allowing 2 runs on 3 hits, while freshman Brandon Gebhardt allowed only 2 hits while recording a career-high 8 strikeouts over a season-high 5 2/3 scoreless innings of relief. The Glens would ultimately drop the contest 4-2. Then on Friday, the Penguins and the Norse would do battle in a doubleheader. In both games, the Norse would outscore YSU 16-11. In Game 1 of the doubleheader, junior Brett Stanley went 2 for 5 with a triple and 3 RBIs, while sophomore Eli Brown went 2 for 2 with 3 walks, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. YSU would fall by a final of 8-7. In the rubber match, Stanley went 3 for 4 with an RBI double and a stolen base as part of his 5-hit day, while redshirt junior Trey Law went 2 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. The Penguins would drop the series final by a final score of 8-4. Up next for Youngstown State, they will head down I-76 this Wednesday afternoon to face their in-state rival, the University of Akron Zips. First pitch is set for 3 p.m. and you can watch that game live only on ESPN+.
The Youngstown State University softball team continued its 11-game winning streak on March 29th and March 31st against the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay in the doubleheader. The Penguins swept the Phoenix with a 6-5 win in Game 1 and a 9-3 victory in Game 2. In the final game of the series, senior Sophie Howell pitched her 3rd shutout of the season and earned her 14th victory on the year. The Penguins improved to 22-10 overall and stay unbeaten in conference play. Youngstown State stayed at home for a doubleheader on April 2nd against Niagara. For more information on the 2-game series, visit YSUsports.com. The softball team is back in action as it hits the road for a 3-game series against Oakland for a 3-game series from April 5th to April 6th.
Coming off a 2nd place finish at the Conference USA Championships, it was announced last Wednesday that the YSU Penguins will compete in the NCAA National Collegiate Bowling Championship. In the regional round, YSU will play against Marian University. To teach us more about the Marian Sabres, we're sending it over to Dylan Lux.
Thanks, John and Bryce. On this week's Meet the Team, we will meet the Marian University women's bowling team as they will square off against Youngstown State in the first round of the NCAA Women's Bowling Championships. The team is based out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and they picked up 3 wins this season in tournaments and 9 top 5 finishes. They took first in the Great Lakes Bowling Conference first event this season and won both events hosted by the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin's events. In the CCIW tournament, the team posted a 4-1 overall record, which took them to their third conference title and first trip to the NCAA tournament in school history. The team faced elimination twice in the tournament before beating Aurora in a best-of-7 series to clinch the championship. The Sabre team only features 2 seniors, but 9 freshmen, one of the youngest teams in the tournament. Sabres featured 4 athletes which had CCIW honors. Junior Brenna Shakir was named the CCIW Student Athlete of the Year, along with an appearance as first team All-Conference. Junior Jocelyn Eggert was also named to the first team of the conference, while senior Jenna Betts found a spot on the second team of the CCIW. Junior Jasmine Coburl was named the recipient of the CCIW Respect Award, and head coach Dan Mueller was named the Head Coach of the Year by the CCIW. The last time the Penguins and Marion played was in 2019 in the Lady Jack Classic, where YSU won 970 to 732. The double elimination matchup with Youngstown State is set for April 5th at 9 a.m. in Lansing, Michigan. Thanks for watching this week's Meet the Team. John and Bryce, send it back over to you guys.
Thanks, Dylan. The YSU men's tennis team played 2 conference matches on the road. On Friday afternoon, the Penguins took the IUPUI Jaguars to the limit, but lost 4-3. YSU lost the doubles point, but were able to win singles at numbers 1, 3, and 4. The next day, the Penguins played the NKU Norse. YSU quickly picked up the doubles point, but dropped 4 singles matches in 2 sets, once again losing 4-3. The Penguins will look to rebound on Thursday evening in an out-of-conference matchup against Lemoyne. First serve is set for 5 p.m. at the YSU Indoor Tennis Center.
The YSU women's tennis team played their first Horizon League opponent of the season, traveling to play the Cleveland State Vikings. After just missing the doubles point, 2 Penguins won singles matches in 3 sets. Junior Julia Marco and freshman Yesenia Ovcharova were the only winners as the Penguins dropped the contest 5-2. The Penguins were on the road this weekend playing against Chicago State and Milwaukee. Results from the matches can be found on YSUSports.com.
The women's lacrosse team played 2 games during the week, including a Mid-American Conference matchup. On Wednesday, the Penguins traveled to New York to play the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Freshman Ava Krucher shined for the Penguins, leading the team with 4 goals, including 2 only in the first quarter. The teams were tied 5-5 going into halftime, but St. Bonaventure ran away during the second half, completing the 19-7 victory. Sunday afternoon, the Penguins were home to play against the Central Michigan Chippewas. Another Penguin recorded a hat trick with sophomore Allie Garrett found the back of the net 3 times throughout the contest. YSU was down 11-7 going into the half. CMU went on a 5-goal run to close out the third quarter, defeating the Penguins with a final score of 17-11. The Penguins will go back to New York this Saturday to play Binghamton University. First draw is set for 1 p.m., and the post-game report will be available on YSUSports.com. And that'll just about wrap it up here at the Penguin Rundown. For all things YSU sports related, you can check out YSUSports.com. For all things Penguin Rundown related, you can follow us on each of our social medias at Penguin Rundown 1 on X and Instagram. And as always, I've been Bryce Noel.
And I'm John Ostapowicz.
And as usual, stay safe, Penguin Nation.